All right. The Catalyst, St. Ricketts, www.stricketts.com. As you know, Tuesday night we do With Fire Cannot Burn. Wednesday night, The Catalyst, because we love St. Ricketts. Don't forget, www.stricketts.com. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wednesday night, and the Yo Show comes at you with its counterpart, its spinoff, etc. Yo 2.0. No co-host tonight. Sorry, solo like Con. We're feeling it. And after last night, I could see why. Last night, we absolutely brought down the house for our 200th episode. Myself and Jewel Tatey. And so many people came on and congratulated and sent the well wishes. And we had great guests join us. Jimmy Starr and Ron Russell from the Jimmy Starr Show with Ron Russell. Two legends of the podcast, webcast universe were here last night. Also, some of our past guest co-hosts, Tiffany Mosher was with us on the program. Lydia Manson, Angela Marie came on, and we did a little bit about our past, guest co-host. We scrolled all the great names of people who have been on the program. We did a little game show, Know Your Co. host. Maria Daniels, one of our great friends, came on and did that for us. So 200 last night was stellar. We got that little logo there, 200. So 200 Yo shows and a bunch of Yo 2.0s, and we just keep it rolling. Ray Coleman in the house. What's up, brother? Thanks for tuning in. One of our great artists who have been on the program a few times. We've seen him live. We love Ray here at the Yo Show. We love a lot of you. We are fortunate enough to just get some terrific guests. And tonight we have one as well. And I saw this young lady first on Good Day Philadelphia. I'm like, well, check this out. And I did a little social media browsing and found her. And she's a terrific violin player, doing so much in the area. And just want to get a chance to come on tonight, talk to her, and help her promote any way you can. Her name is Alice Marie. There is a great picture of her absolutely kicking ass on the violin. And I got a lot of questions. We've had a few violin players on the show. And I'm blown away by how awesome the instrument is, and just really impressed with people that can crank that out. And she does parties and weddings and events. So check out the show. May get to learn a little bit about her. Tell your friends and have them pick up a little bit about her as well. So we're here in the hot seat. Angela Marie could not make it tonight, and Bridget McAdams was supposed to be our guest co-host for the evening, and wasn't feeling well, so of course... Oh, and of course another Delco girl. We do Delco here, man. We're Delco people, as well as the local suburbs in the city. It's what we do here, my man Ray. So she'll be on around 8:30 tonight. Got some questions ready and some stuff we want to chat about. And we could do something a little different without a co-host tonight. We're going to throw on some. I got some videos loaded from some of the bands we've been on in the past. Some rock stuff, and just some thank yous. We really didn't get a chance to do it last night. Seemed like the time flew by last night. Went by so fast, and we ran a little late. Alice is great, Ray. I 100% agree. I would put your comments up on the screen, but the Facebook comments still are not working on StreamYard. I don't know why, so I can't share your comment. But if you want to hop over to YouTube, I'd be glad to slam them up there. Anybody else watching, if you can't get your comment on, you're like, hey, what's going on? Jump over to YouTube or Twitch and check out this program tonight. Of course, Yo 2.0. We do it Wednesday nights at 8. We do the Yo Show Tuesday night at 8. And we have so many great guests still to come that we're like just so heavy with people trying to get on the program that we figured we'd do 2 nights. As you know, we don't really get Jewel on Wednesdays. We get Jewel on Tuesdays. And this show here kind of gives more audience a chance to get to love us with different acts and gets more people who can guest co-host and give it a shot at, podcasting, webcasting, see what it's all about. I got to tell you, it's tons of fun. It is a little bit of work, as we heard last night from pretty much everybody. But it's worth it when so many people come out and congratulate us and talk about it and send us messages. And we get people who message me and say, hey, I really want to be on. And people who want to co-host and say, hey, get me in there. Or, it's pretty awesome, and we love it. We love doing it. It's not about money, fame. Well, it's about fame. I want everybody to remember me. I want people to beg for my autograph walking down the street. Someday, maybe. Bear Reigns in the house. Bear, my dude. Yo, indeed. And a big thank you last night, dude, for coming on and watching us. I know you took a little social media hiatus, but you made sure that you were here for 200 last night. We appreciate it. We give you a big shout out and thank you. You're a great dude, man. We love you. We love bringing the entertainment. And you, like many, started to become fans of the artists that come on the program. And I don't see why not, because we get some great ones. I know a few people were chanting on earlier about Alice coming on tonight. We're very excited for her as well. And I tell you, I get geeked. Everybody that comes on, I get just fan geeked by everybody. So we thank you for that. We got about 20 minutes to kill. Thanks, man. I greatly appreciate it. Love you too, bro. We got about 20 minutes to kill still before Alice comes on the show. And normally we do topics, we talk about things. But instead, what I want to do, for those of you who might be new and didn't catch last night's show, I just want to play a piece of of our wonderful interview, if I have it. Yes, I do. Our wonderful interview with Jimmy Starr and Ron Russell. I'll play a few minutes of it right now. We'll relive that magic moment as I load it up here in my high-quality studio. And then we'll play some music later on, etc. But I just want everybody to get a piece of this, because they're like legends of podcasting and webcasting. There it is. There I am, looking rather ridiculous. Or handsome, either way, however you want to say it. So we're going to load it up real quick while we wait for some time to come by. And like I said, Alice Marie at 8:30. So check out this clip real quick from last night's 200th episode. Joel and I interviewing the great Jimmy Starr and Ron Russell. Hilarious stuff. Guest. And they've agreed to come on, and I promised them I wouldn't keep them long. But they are the hosts of the Jimmy Starr Show with Ron Russell. Let's give it up. A moment I've always wanted to do here on the O Show. Welcome, Jimmy Starr and Ron Russell. Guys, good evening.
Hello. Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, we can hear you great.
We're doing it over air, so hi, how are you?
We're doing great. Thank you guys so much for coming on. And I'm going to give a little backstory real quick. We used to have a studio.
Behind you, all those
Funko
stupid
Pops.
things.
I have a bunch of those.
They're Funko Pops. They're
Stupid. Jimmy's got
I
a
have hundreds of them. I love
I
them.
mean, it's such a con job for money. It's really dumb. What the hell are you going to do with all those stupid dolls?
I have no idea. That's the beauty of them. I love it.
Yeah,
Called out.
try and sell them. You get 50 cents each.
No, you won't.
Yeah, I hope you're right. This way you'll buy a Cadillac.
Oh, I like that. I'm a Cadillac guy. But so
Congratulations on 200 episodes.
Thank you very much. We love it. We appreciate it. You guys are legends. We love your show, of course, the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.
Yeah.
You guys get some of the greatest guests. And when we were in a jam, we were in our studio, and then the studio got shut down with COVID. I'm like, all right, how does Jimmy do it? Like, because I see you guys come on and have the guests right in. So I asked you, and you were more than kind. You said, StreamYard, you get on there, you share the link, your guests come on, and it's been terrific ever since. So a big thank you to you guys for all your help.
Oh, absolutely. We like to. And hi, Jewel.
Hi. Pretty girl. I don't want to watch.
She's Jewel.
I'm not interested in Four Eyes. I'm interested in that beautiful girl. Who is that Jewel? She is
I'm such a fan, Ron. I swear. I've been watching you guys for years, and you guys are just brilliant. I love how you conduct interviews, and just thank you for being here.
My mother and father was smart to name you Jewel. You are. Look, are you in love with her?
Am I in love with her? No, we're like brother sister. I'm married. My wife tunes in.
Girlfriend too, you know.
Oh, yeah. Okay with that.
What, that you had a girlfriend?
Oh, well, that would never happen.
I know. I'm never going to worry about it.
So I got to ask you guys. I know we kind of stumbled upon it kind of accidentally with friends inviting me on, and then we got married to this idea. How did you guys get started in this, and how do you manage to get such great guests? Tell some of the audience out there what it takes to be such a successful show, because you guys have done a terrific job.
19 years of work.
No, not 19.
How many years?
No, so we've been
How
on
many years?
almost. We're on 14 and a half years. So we were on before there was ever such a thing as a podcast.
Sure.
We didn't even have a name. We built up the whole thing through social media. A lot of it, to get started.
We were the first ones to do.
We were the first ones to
bring guests in.
We were on Skype.
Terrific.
Before anybody was on
Feels
Skype.
like 19 years. You know, like when you go to jail, never ends. Well, it feels like 19 years.
And basically, you know what? We go to a lot of events. People hear about the show. Fortunately, like if you go on iTunes, you see the reviews and stuff. And so, I think we only have like 3 or 4 reviews that aren't 5-star reviews. Everything else is a 5-star review, so that helps.
Well, who held it for?
Huh? What do you mean?
What do you mean? Got 4 bad
We got 4 bad reviews.
Well, give me
Yeah.
Visit out cold Brooklyn. They won't.
Let's call him out tonight, damn it, because who couldn't like it?
You have to promote in social media. I spent a lot of time building my social media. Ron is really on Facebook, but I do I've got Instagram, TikTok. I'm on Getter. I'm on Trump Social. I'm on everything. I'm on every network, and combined, I have about a little over 1 million followers. So I promote the shows on everything.
And I've been in the business 64 years. So I've met a lot of people. I've made friends with a lot of big movie stars and celebrities who I've had on my TV show. And it just happens. You sort of evolve. You really don't think about it. You just do it. And the time goes by, 14 years. So next thing you know, you're, I guess, whatever.
No, the whole thing is fun to never give up and try to come up with whatever makes your show unique.
Yeah, and have a filthy, dirty mouth like Jimmy.
Yeah. Like
No problem there. we managed to pull that off. All right, just a little bit of last night's stuff with Jimmy Star and Ron Russell. I just loved it so much, and I couldn't help but share a little piece of it. And like Bear said, Jewel definitely was about to turn inside out. She, a lot of blushing, and Ron and Jimmy are very kind to her, and she's amazing. And the fact that I didn't have a co-host, and I'm like, I could do it solo, because I mostly wanted to spend the night gushing about last night and how wonderful it is, and of course talking to Alice. I'm very excited about that. And I'm an a lot. I know. People are like, oh, record your show, record it, edit it. That's nonsense. This is me. This is what you get. You get us. You get me and Jewel being real. The audience that comments, it's everybody being real, like Bear just saying awesome stuff, and J.D. Wolf and a lot of people that watch it. We're being real. We're being live. We're being at the moment. And while it makes for some shaky audio at times and silly little accidents, it's kind of what it's all about. Like, this is my personality. You meet me on the street, I'm this guy. And when you meet Jewel on the street, she's that girl, etc. And that really is the goal. And last night was so cool with just so many people from all different walks, people who may have never even watched the show before, just coming out and congratulating us and tuning in. And Jimmy and Ron were pretty much those legends who got us to this level. Angela Marie, yo, agreed. Thank you for tuning in. Great seeing you. Great having you last night. Thank you. So we got into a studio. It was Jules' thing. Jules like, hey, let's take it to a studio. I'm nervous. You do audio only, never see our faces. And Jules said, let's take it to a studio. We found a studio in Northeast Philadelphia, and we did the show there. And right, the audience in the beginning was just explosive. We had people in studio, like watching from the studio, and great guests. Troy David Henderson, Mike Nappy played live for us, and Brandon Messon played live for us. St. Ricketts, our house band, came on. Emily Cipriano from the PA Pole Academy was actually our last in-house guest. And then COVID came. We were kind of scrambling. So we took a little break, and I said to Jewel, like, got to find something. Jimmy Starr and Ron, they managed to do, like, a web stream. And their guests come on, and they lock them in. So I asked Jimmy, I'm like, Jimmy, how do I do it? How do I do it like you? You're the guy. You're the legend. How do I do it like you? And he's always so kind and helpful, whether it be PR work or his show or helping other people. And he's like, look, the site is called StreamYard. You get it. And then you just send the link to the guests. They click in and boom, they're on just like that. Like Alice will be doing very shortly with us. And to me, I'm not the biggest tech guy. I'm a bit of I got a little bit of lack of tech knowledge. So, see, Angela, I wish that comment could come on. The YouTube the Facebook comments can't get on here. But we have talked about a live web stream bikini contest where young ladies from their house in a bikini, and you get to vote on them right here on the program. And we've done things like that with, of course, Brianna Dale. I was gonna log on to Brianna Dale stuff and show clips of that, but the audio was so bad, and I was annihilated. I was a mess. I wonder if they knew Michael Friend Couch that had on the Couch podcast. Not sure. I'll be glad to ask him. I always love talking to them guys. And I said, like, Jimmy and Ron know great people. Sean Kanan from Karate Kid fame. Mike Barnes from Karate Kid. They got him on our program. Sherry Nelson, who grew to love. The amazing Aaron Paul. So they got a great finger on the pulse of the entertainment industry. And I'm just thrilled. I was thrilled to have them last night. They were so kind to Jewel. Jewel was blushing like crazy. Told me today that she still can't believe how much they went on about her, and it means a lot. It means a lot to us. Like I said, it's great on the show. It's great for the people that watch, because thousands of people will watch on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook, and we don't really know. We don't know who all the people are who watch. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people from all different walks of the world that watch. So we'd like to give them something to enjoy, and we'd like to care about it and bring great guests. And when Angela's on, I love you, and when she comes out with that potty mouth, fans, I love potty mouth. You heard it last night from Ron Russell. One of the things you have to do to be successful is have a potty mouth, and that's definitely one of the things that's always on call here at the Yo Show and Yo 2.0. I'll keep it clean for Alice, violinist. We step up the. What am I thinking? What's the word I'm thinking of? I step up, I don't know, my manners, whatever it is. I'll just behave a little more tonight. And then, like I said, later on, after Alice, around 9 o'clock, we're going to play some music and some videos from bands who have been on our show, etc. The Dripstick, absolutely, Angela, the most disgusting invention ever. But we're glad to talk about it here. I'm going to see if they'll sponsor us. Maybe. Why not? It's the most disgusting thing ever, but hey. I can not talk about Jewel. She and Boss Girl Joey. Joey spent a lot of time last night. I think she was digging the 200 thing. Sat there with Mom and had a great time, and they were great. Class, and I don't know if class is the word here. I mean, even though I am drinking Surfside iced tea vodka for the second straight night, I think Stateside should be giving me a little sponsorship cash, too. These things are pretty darn good. Class. I'm leaving it on there. And, of course, I woke up late for work today, so I had a little bit of hangover and the adrenaline. That and Airborne. Airborne should absolutely be sponsoring us. I think Angela takes that and, she eats Airborne like people change underwear. It's like a daily routine. Actually, just heard from Jewel. She's urgent care. I think little Joey might have developed pink eye. Oh no, not our little spokes girl. You should check out State Line Liquors. Dude, anybody, I'll check it out. I love liquor and beer and vodka sodas and all that good stuff. See, Bear loves Airborne. It's Angela's like go-to. And every time I'm like, oh, I have sniffles. Airborne. I think I broke my leg. Airborne. Like that whole Robitussin thing with Chris Rock. Break your leg? Put some tussin on that. It's like Airborne. I fell down the steps. I think my neck's broken. Pop a little Airborne. It'll cure all. Maryland? Is that where Airborne is from? I don't really know. I'm not as familiar with it as Hazel. She's like an Airborne junkie. She needs it, man. She gets the itches when she gets the itches when she got her Airborne. It's crazy stuff. But it's how we do it here, and we always have fun. And last night was great. We played a couple tunes from St. Ricketts. Of course, thank the guys. Jewel didn't believe that I would scroll all the guests that have ever been on, so I'll just play with it real quickly here. And to started way back from the beginning. I went all the way back to the beginning. I got like 8 or 9 pages of scroll, and I just like hit it. The roll call guest, starting of course with Danielle Taylor, who was our first ever, and Jules like, wow, you really did it. And yeah, I sure did. And you see like Madeline Zima, Tony Chen, the Glam Skanks, who I met in person, Aaron Paul, Anson Williams, Posse, Anson Williams, the Dead South, great band. So I did it, and Jules like, man, you actually did it. I can't believe it. I mean, of course. What will I not do for the entertainment value? Airborne don't cure. I'm sure the dripstick will. That's disgusting and true. Very true. If you can't Airborne it away, life will dripstick it away, because whatever you got inside you will come out in projectile vomiting. No doubt about it. It's nasty. It is pretty much the nastiest invention ever. And if you don't know what it is, we welcome you. After the show, of course, you got to stick with the show. But after the show, look up the dripstick, and you'll be sending me hate mail. Excuse me, hate mail. Can't remember the name of my first. Ouch. Not like that. I remember the name of my first. And unfortunately, I don't even want to get into it. My first has since passed. Have that luck. Dude, this shirt is like the essential. Like, I love my Guns N' Roses shirts. I love Guns N' Roses, as Jewel pointed out last night, when, of course, she beat me at Know Your Ho, or Know Your Co. Not Your Ho, Your Co. Oh, Jesus, getting filthy here. But she beat me in the game of Know Your Co. And so, congratulations, Jewel. I'll give her props. My wife is in the house, Cassie Perini. Hi, babe. Babe is in Wisconsin, hanging out with her cousins for the next couple days. So, it's just me. Not only am I solo on the show, but I'm solo at home. Well, I'm not solo at home anymore, because I do have a guest joining me right here. Not so much in my house, but so much on the program. She's backstage. We're going to bring her out here in a moment and talk about her awesome violining, etc. Angela said, hi, wifey, and sister Cassie. So you got your fans, Cassie. But my wife is out of town, so of course I'm cheating on her tonight with our great guest. I kid, but she's going to be on the program with us tonight. And let's get her on here. Let's do some talking. A tremendous violinist. I came across her one day on the news, Good Day Philadelphia, and just started listening to her talk. And I was just so intrigued that I went right to social media. Because that's how you find people. You get on social media, you start to look at their projects, what they're doing. I said, wow, this is terrific. Let's give it a shot and see if she'll come on the Yo Show. I doubted it. I still doubt myself to this day. I don't know why. It's always fun here. We always have a great time and celebrate our guests. And a few emails later, we set up this evening, and here we are. So we're going to bring her out. And we're going to talk to everybody. Welcome a local superstar violinist and musical all-around talent. That's right, tons of musical talent we're going to talk about. Let's bring out Alice Marie. Alice, good evening. Welcome to the program.
Hello. Thank you so much, Jeff, for having me.
Absolutely. I'm thrilled to have you. And like I said, it was kind of a chance thing. Talk about being in the right place at the right time. I happened to be watching Good Day. Normally, I'm at work getting my butt kicked, and for some reason, I wasn't working that day. And I tuned it in. I'm like, oh, wow, this is just awesome. I said, maybe we'll give it a shot and get another local on our program and talk about projects. So thank you so much for that. And very very cool. I got to jump right into it and find out what got you into the violin and how long have you been doing it? Like, what first drove you to this instrument? Because to me, it seems like one of the toughest instruments to play, I got to admit.
It absolutely is. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, good. It's definitely one of the toughest instruments to play. I will say that. Hold on, let me fix my headphone situation here. I don't know why I'm not getting this. Hold on a second.
You got it. We're here.
Oh, there we go. Okay, you can hear me okay?
Yes, I can. As we always say, it's the beauty of live webcasting. You just never know what's going to happen.
No,
but we hear
you
loud and
don't.
clear.
Especially when you're dealing with a technophobe like me.
Like me as well. Like people are like, man, your show looks so great. How do you do it? A lot of buttons and a lot of finger crossing and a lot of luck.
Amen. Well, I will say I started off at the Haverford School District and they assigned me a viola.
Wow.
So that's how I got into all that.
So more or less, I don't want to say it, but forced upon you, like, hey, here's your instrument. Wow.
Yeah.
And you took to it right away? You loved it right away? Or was it kind of like, this sucks?
Oh, I adored it. I
That's
loved
awesome.
it. Yes.
It is awesome. And like I said, we've had a few violin players on our program. And I think it's really cool because to me, it's, like I said, it seems so difficult. The concentration level seems difficult. Like your face is here, the audience is there.
Yeah.
How have you mastered? What are some of the tricks and techniques that you use? Because I know you teach also. So what are some of the tricks and techniques you teach people to embrace the audience while concentrating on the instrument?
Well, you might want to start off with a Guinness or two.
That scratches me. I like it.
No, but really, I would say being in that headspace of just kind of that creative flow that a lot of psychologists talk about, that creative flow.
Yes.
Once I'm a few songs in and my adrenaline is up, I'm no longer concerned about, hitting the right note or doing anything. It just kind of comes naturally when I'm really in that creative space doing something I love. Now, it took a while because I was doing a lot of classical music, which was kind of a toxic atmosphere, I will say that.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I got a lot of negative feelings from that, which did not help my performing. But kind of switching over to more pop music and what I'm doing now, which is like a lot of Irish music or wedding music, I could really get into that creative flow space. And once I'm linked in, nothing can stop me.
That's awesome. That's a great outlook. And not that I want to flash this on the screen, but I'm going to because you talk about adrenaline, and I use this picture to promote. And you are so focused here and just absolutely dominating, kicking ass on stage. What goes through your head? Are there ever any nervous feelings? Or you're just like, I got this? Because it looks like you're owning it in that picture. Like it's just, the world is yours at that moment.
I would say at this point, I feel like I got this.
Awesome.
But even into my 20s, I still had some stage fright. But I feel at this point, I've kind of gotten rid of it. Thank God.
I agree with you there. And, even as something like this, where hundreds of people, thousands of people, etc., have watched, will watch, they watch live, they watch recorded, there's always a little bit of pressure, knowing that people are going to hear every word out of your mouth or hear every note you play on your violin, etc. But you know what? You get the confidence, you enjoy what you do, and it shows. And watching you play, watching some videos, etc., I feel it. I feel your magic, and I think it's incredible.
Thank you. And thank you so much for having me on the show, Jeff. I appreciate it. I hope I didn't scare you away with my crazy antics. I was like, wait, what time are we going to be done? Because I want to make sure I can get to Coldplay.
No, I love that. I really do. I love, people that just take the time to make sure every little detail is finalized. And like I said, I won't keep you too late if you got, more stuff going on. I get it. Irish music, of course, is great. A lot of fans of Irish music. Ray Coleman. I don't know if you know Ray,
Love
of course.
him.
He said he loves you too. He was here earlier. He said your favorite Irishman is tuning in. We can't see the people that comment on Facebook, unfortunately. There's like a glitch. But Ray loves you. He's happy you came on. And maybe sometime here on the show, you and him come on together and do a little Irish tune, little Ray guitar and you on violin.
That'd be amazing.
I would love it. I really would. So something I noticed, you won the 2021 award of Best of Weddings.
Yes.
By The Knot. And that's amazing because you do wedding work and all that, but that's got to be a great honor. How is that feeling?
That's feeling great. I mean, I hustled even during COVID. I was still doing a lot of weddings. I mean, obviously there were restrictions. The guests were in masks, I should say.
Yeah.
But I still was booking a lot of weddings, and playing at a safe distance and doing all of that. And my Elegance by Violin website was created by one of my dear friends, Becky Kimmel. So I got to credit her for making that beautiful website. It certainly wasn't me, because, like I said, I don't know a damn thing about technology. So it is, all I know is how to make my pedal board sound nice, how to get the electric violin to work, how to play some backing tracks maybe on Apple Music, and I'm good.
That is awesome. And one of our on again, off again guest co-hosts to come on the show, a good friend of mine, Angela, her daughter plays. So she said, what advice would you give to a child who plays and sometimes wants to give up because it's difficult? What kind of advice would you give as a teacher and as a player?
That is a wonderful question. I would advise them to play what they love. It was much easier for me to play. Again, one of the reasons why I switched over from classical music. There is classical music that I absolutely adore. But when it was being kind of forced down my throat to learn certain pieces of classical music that I didn't musically feel, I didn't feel the music, that's when I got turned off by it. You got to play what you love. Now, there are certain teaching pieces that you have to learn because they're a part of a book, they're a part of a progression.
Sure.
So they're trying to introduce a new concept, like, shifting up into third position or whatever. So you got to do, your study pieces, but you should also be working on something that you just love to play. That is within reach for you. I mean, I've had students with me a year who wanted to learn a Lindsey Sterling piece. It's like, that's going to take years. Maybe we can play the first couple of measures of it, but that's about it.
I know that feeling. I took drum lessons a little bit for a while. I wasn't getting it down pat, but as soon as I walked in, I'm like, I want to learn, I want to play like Bonham. And he's like,
right.
No, everybody wants to be Bonham. Don't even start with Bonham. I'm like, okay. So, I went a little more like Meg White with the very simple beats than Bonham. And, it was good for a while, but, there's a certain special something in anybody who can not only learn an instrument, play it, master it like yourself.
Yes.
I have not been that fortunate. So I congratulate you on your amazing skills.
Thank you.
So we got to ask if you ever jammed with Natalie McMaster. It's a name that I'm not familiar with. I don't know if you're familiar.
I'm very familiar with her. I met her. I played Dublin Irish Festival, and I actually met her, and I was in the front row for her performance. She and her husband put on an incredible show that involves a lot of dance, as well as she involves her children. She's got a bunch of kids, and they all play violin, so it's pretty incredible.
Wow. That's absolutely amazing. And, again, teaching it, playing at weddings, I got to ask, especially at weddings, what is maybe one of the most unusual requests that you got?
Cosmic Love by Florence and the Machine.
Wow, I love that song, though. I do love Florence and the Machine. Is that something you can handle?
Absolutely. Yeah, because,
Awesome.
it's for when the bride walks down the aisle. You're only playing for 30 seconds to a minute, so you only really have to learn 30 seconds to a minute of the song.
That's not a bad racket, then.
Yeah.
And obviously, Lisa, you got to have a passion for it because I'm sure you do it 7 days a week. Am I correct?
Yes.
And that's pretty awesome. There's nothing wrong with that, especially when you love it. The company is Elegance by Violin, which is gorgeous. It's just a perfect sounding name. How many people are involved? What can you get? Do you get just you? Can you get packages, multiple artists? Tell the fans and people watching out there what they can get from your company.
Absolutely. Well, I do a lot of solo performances, obviously, because sometimes people are on a budget and they just want to hire one musician for the ceremony, or they're not on a budget and they just like the elegance of a single violin, which is fine. But I also play with Frank Daly, who is the leader of Jameson, Celtic Rock.
Yes, very cool.
He's amazing. Yeah, he's awesome. And he sings and plays guitar beautifully. So we actually did a video together. It was, an amateur video. It wasn't professionally done, but it was just something we threw together on an iPhone, but it still gets the point across that we can play, And then, of course, I now have a duo with Callie Parag from Mike and Callie. So that was another ensemble. I can also play with a cellist, so I can do violin and cello or viola and cello, because I also play viola, which pretty much sounds like two cellos. But what I also offer, I want to say, is DJ and violin. I can play with a DJ.
Wow.
And then I can also play with backing tracks, which, sounds more full for like a cocktail hour. It's actually perfect.
And you sing as well, correct? I've heard some of your singing, which is phenomenal as well.
I appreciate that. I do
Absolutely.
okay. I do okay. Thank you.
I wanted to play some pieces, but a lot of your stuff is cover, and we get those darn copyright things on the show sometimes, and they freeze us and cut us off. But hey, I'm telling you, if you're out there and you want to check it out, of course, just go to YouTube and put on Elegance by Violin or Alice Marie Violin, and there's tons of awesome videos. I was watching a bunch, binging them before the show tonight. I'll be honest, I became a fan right away.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, if you YouTube Alice Marie Violin, you'll see a bunch. There's actually a few professional videos I made, I want to say, about 5 years ago. They're more jazz-oriented, but they were fun. They were cool videos.
That's awesome. And, again, your friend Alyssa Marie, watching on Facebook, so we can't post it, but she said, what a great word of advice, play what you love. And I agree with that, because when you love it, you feel it that much stronger. And like I said, we do it here. We get artists on, and everybody says, oh, try this one, that one. And I do a little bit of research before I get somebody on. You got to make sure you get the feeling for their personality. Like I said, watching you play and listening to you talk, and even on TV, I'm like, all right, this is somebody whose personality fits what we're doing here. We're not into egomaniacs and fist pumpers and stuff like that. We're into people who have the passion, and you definitely have the passion, and we've been very lucky with that. So that's terrific, and we thank you. So how did you get on to Good Day Philadelphia? What kind of experience was that? Because that's really cool, because that's Philly, and it's your people of Philly watching you on their like daytime TV talk show.
Yes. So basically, Good Day Philadelphia got in contact with my school, one of the schools that I was teaching at, and wanted to film some of my kids singing something. So that's how I got that contact. And then they contacted me a few months later saying we're doing some sort of water tasting. I don't know if you saw the video, but it's some sort of some quirky water tasting episode, and they have me strolling on violin in the background. Yeah. But I also have been on there with Irish acts. I think I was on there with Frank a couple of times. So yeah, I've been on Good Day Philadelphia a few times. Maybe one of these days I'll play with Josh Groban. Who knows?
Oh, that would be something else. He's phenomenal. You just never know. Always shooting for the stars. And like I do it here, and you just never know who you're going to get and who's going to watch you or catch you. And even here, like I've had people catch people on the show and push them onto their show, etc. So it's great.
Good.
Now, let's go to the other end. Is there something that you don't like to play? Are there songs you're just like cringe that people just always insist on hearing?
Well, this is going to get me in trouble, but I definitely hate the wedding song that people are always asking for these days. I hate 1,000 Years. I hate that song.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. No, thank you. But I will play it, but I won't be happy.
I tell you what, you could even do a great violin with your voice. Like, that was pretty great. Really, I was impressed. Oh my God, I absolutely love it. So, who are some of your inspirations? Who do you love? And when you were young on the violin, who did you look up to and say, "Hey, I'm going to play it like this"? Or anybody out there that comes to mind?
Well, actually, as previously mentioned, that Natalie McMaster is phenomenal. Phenomenal. I would say she's probably in her 40s now. She's been doing this for about 20, 30 years, and she is a phenomenal artist and performer. So I definitely look up to her. I would love to catch more of her shows. It was pretty amazing to have met her. Who else? God, where do I even begin? Charlie Daniels. I know that's cliche, but he was a legend. He was a legend.
That's actually one of the questions I had, because I of course I got to know, how many times were you asked to play Devil Went Down to Georgia? I mean, how many times?
Enough to start charging $100 per request. Yeah.
There you go. We've got a new future. And then from the inside, from somebody who knows about violins, viola, fiddle, etc., who really won?
The Devil.
The Devil. Okay.
Yeah, the Devil had the most badass part, in my opinion.
Thank you. I mean, to me, I think Johnny just got it over popularity. I mean, come on. He got his ass kicked. I'm sorry.
I agree.
I feel better now. This is coming from a professional, not just me in my ear. This is somebody who knows.
Yes.
Oh man. So it's a great question. Angela usually does a show with us and couldn't be here tonight, but she wants to know, it's a great question. What's your ultimate goal? Like, what are you after? Do you want to get like a band, or do you just love playing for the people? Is there a certain future that you're striving to, or you think you're already there?
Well, my goal was to be able to support myself solely doing music, and I'm doing that.
There you go.
I would love to do a few shows with a national act. I would love to do that. Absolutely. And then maybe put out another solo album that is more folk oriented, because my last one was a little bit more jazz oriented, but I'd like to do a folk and Celtic kind of, laser point on the next one. Absolutely.
That's awesome. It sounds great. And of course, when the solo stuff comes out and albums, you're always welcome here. We would love to have you. And
I'd be honored.
it's terrific. Where else do you play lounges, bars, clubs, or is it mostly, by appointment by your company?
Let me tell you, I do everything from low end to high end.
Love it.
I've been at gigs where there's beer spilled all over the floor and there's mosh pits. And I've also been at the high end, Union League, Pyramid Club, whatever.
Wow, that's awesome. I love that, because to me, anywhere I can go where maybe to grab a beer and just talk to some people is a night out. Doesn't have to be elegant. It could be the corner, but I just love it. And seeing great acts like yourself, that would be great. So we're asked, you're not quite from the Philly area, right? We're asked if you're from outside of Philly.
Well, I'm from Delco.
Okay.
I am from Delco. I will admit it. Sorry. But now I live in South Philly. Yes.
Oh, awesome. All right, so definitely one of us. And Ray Coleman said that your album is great, and has wrote some songs which are great, so that's terrific. And, when you get praise from other musicians, that's always awesome. In your mind, we ask this a lot, everybody that's from the area, do you feel Philly is a lot more competition or more community? Because to me, it seems community. It seems like a lot of people support each other around here.
I do feel like it's a community. It is a little competitive, which I like. I like a little competition, and there are
I like
some.
that.
Yeah, I do like a little competition, and there are some beast violin players around here. Absolutely.
And don't be afraid of them either. So that's what it's
Yeah.
all about. If ever given the opportunity to play or tour with a Celtic woman, who would you do it with? That's a great one.
I would absolutely go on tour with Celtic Woman. Let me tell you, though, it's real tough to Irish dance and play fiddle at the same time.
That takes some I can only imagine the kind of workout that goes into something like that. Is it a lot of workout? I mean, the arms obviously have to be ready. I'm sure your whole body's got to be ready, because violin is something that's, from what I've seen, it always seems like a lot of movement, a lot of body movement. Are you sore the next day and a lot of pain, or are you at that point where your body's just used to it?
That's actually a great question. I can say 2 points. First of all, you got to watch your singing voice. Because, as I mentioned, certain venues, more high end, you're not going to have issues with sound. More low end, you're going to have a real loud sound, or stage volume, I should say. And you got to protect that voice, and hopefully bring in-ears, they're called, you can wear, which will help to reduce a lot of that stage volume and protect your eardrums.
Sure.
So you got to protect the voice. And that's something where I actually have to breathe into like a steam machine to kind of open up my vocal cords. As for playing the violin, I should stretch beforehand. I don't always, but I should. And I get these deep tissue massages, because sometimes,
We'll stretch before the show.
Yeah.
We'll stretch.
I wish. Though I prefer this. I prefer this stretch.
I like that stretch. So I can
But no, I absolutely need to get my deep tissue massages, because I can get sometimes some pain back here. So I just got to make sure I'm on top of that, and that I stay physically up to it, because it is physically demanding. I jump around on stage a lot. I move around on stage a lot. I walk miles a day in general, so I got to stay on top of my physique and on top of my athleticism if I want to do this, because people like to see you move around and jump around on stage. They don't want to see you just standing there.
It's such a fun instrument to watch too, and we saw I'm sure you're familiar with Femmes of Rock, Bella Strings, the Femmes
Yes,
of Rock.
yes.
We saw them at Parks Casino, and the violin to me, when you're rocking it or playing perfect classical music, etc., is, in my opinion, just one of the most incredible sounding instruments. Yeah, I'm a guitar guy. I like drums and all that, but there's something about the violin and somebody who really owns it, masters it, like I said, the body motion as well, that to me is absolutely incredible.
Yes. It's
So-
a stunningly beautiful instrument. But it can also be the opposite if somebody doesn't know how to play it.
I was just going to say,
Yeah.
I've heard it butchered too, and man, it's like cats screeching. So there's a little bit
It
of
is.
everything.
It
So-
is.
What did you do to get through? Because you said through COVID you were active, but of course there's down moments. Did you create more? Did you take a break and say, let me just rest my body, or you were constantly at it? Because I got to assume, like you said, keeping your body in shape. How did you handle it?
Oh, God.
Yeah, everybody's got a different answer.
Yeah, collective trauma. Yeah. Well, let's see. First of all, I definitely made sure I was getting enough sleep to keep myself physically healthy and physically on point.
Smart.
I tried to promote myself a lot through virtual shows. I did a lot of virtual shows.
Okay.
You know, but people get that virtual shows ad nauseum get a little old after a while. You know what I mean? Gets a little old. And everybody was doing virtual. And like I said, I'm not very technological, so I couldn't get my backing tracks to be as loud as I wanted without blasting out the camera. So I don't know. It was very annoying. But once the summer hit, Jameson was working, I would say 3 or 4 shows a week down the shore. But again, there were restrictions in place, but we were still pretty busy.
That's good. And so many people said so many different things. Some people were just like, yeah, I took some time off and
Right.
got in touch with my family, or I relaxed. We kept doing this here, and we learned
Good
new
for
ways
you.
to do it. Thank you.
Yes.
And and it kept us mentally focused. It's good to stay with, like I said, with you love. So again, Angela, she said her daughter would love to meet you. Her daughter's a violin player, would love to meet you, and we would definitely like to get out somewhere sometime and check you out, or pony up the money to have you come play an event and bring the Yo Show live somewhere and have you come on and do what you do, because we love it. I think it's incredible.
I would love that because I love kids. And I'm telling you, kids and animals love me. So I can't be that bad. Can't be
There you
that
go.
bad.
Because they're the two people that know better than anybody about personality, kids and
Yes.
animals.
Yes.
That's why kids, they say, are always so honest, so you'll know. What is so we asked about the craziest request you ever got. What is like your favorite request? A song that somebody asked you for, you're just like, yes, like a song that you just feel is always in the moment.
Danny Boy. I get a lot of requests for Danny Boy.
That's excellent. That's a goodie.
Yeah, from old and young people. I get that request, and I'm always happy to play it. Or anything jazz. I love the jazz standards, the Great American Songbook. I am a huge fan.
That's excellent. That's, like I said, there's a lot of different ways you play a lot of different things, from country, Latin, rock, classical, the whole 9 yards.
Love Latin music.
Yeah, I can imagine. See, that's got to be pretty amazing too. And that's like, I could run videos of this and watch it for hours on end and just watch you do it and watch you play. And like I said, before the show tonight, as soon as I got out of work, I got in the car, I put it on YouTube, your page, and started listening. Then I got home, subscribed, watching videos, because like I said, to me, it's an amazing instrument. To watch you do it is awesome. To listen to it is incredible. Any specific stage that you want to play on in the entire world? Anywhere do you say, all right, someday
Yes.
I'm going to get here? Yeah, let's have that. What is it?
Talk about a goal, right?
Yes.
I would love to play Red Rocks.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
All right. We got to get you there. If you're watching out there, just keep promoting and keep pumping it up. There's a Facebook page you see down the bottom, Elegance by Violin. Follow the page, get to know it, and let's make Alice very popular, because you deserve it.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely. If you weren't playing violin, what would you be doing?
I'll tell you, I'd probably be a psychiatrist. Honestly, I love psychiatry.
We always need that here. Absolutely. We're always down for that. So if you have a secondary in that, we'll do that on another show. Because that is terrific. Like I know you said you got somewhere to get to later tonight. I can appreciate that. And I do appreciate you coming on with us. In the end, where can we see you coming up very recently? Of course, go to the website and find out. But is there anything coming up in the very near future you want to throw out there to the
I would
audience?
love to. Yeah, Friday I will be at Liberty Point, Penn's Landing.
Oh,
That's a
awesome spot.
new venue, gorgeous venue. And you just got to check it out, folks. Totally safe area. You'll be fine there. Plenty of parking. There's a lot. You'll be fine, folks. It's gorgeous.
And that's Friday. What time? Friday?
Good question. I think 7 p.m. I want to say 7 p.m. But if you follow Jameson Celtic Rock, you will see our schedule. And also, I post my schedule to the Elegance by Violin page. I have like 3 Facebook pages. To my other Facebook page, Alice Marie, and to my personal page, Alice Marie, and my Instagram, Alice Marie Violin. I post the schedule up because I do about 10 solo shows a month and then 10 shows with Jameson, so usually about 20 shows a month.
Weather's getting really nice out there, folks, and people are always saying, hey, what's there to do? Why not get out to Liberty Point this Friday?
Beautiful.
And check out Alice Marie in a brand new, beautiful venue and Jameson Celtic Rock and enjoy some music. I'm telling you, if you think you're not a violin fan, get out there and listen to certain people play it properly, and you will see how amazing an instrument is. And Alice, I hold nothing but the highest respect for you. I thank you so much for coming on this, and this is terrific. We'd like to invite you back on, of course, and anytime. You name it. A few months down the road when more new stuff comes out, we'd love to have you come back and talk more about it.
Honored.
Excellent. For the fans out there, again, Elegance by Violin. You could reach Alice for an appointment or to play an event, 484-477-6996, www.elegancebyviolin.com, Facebook at Elegance by Violin. Of course, don't forget YouTube. Get out there, Alice Marie Violin. That's simple. Right. I was watching all day. Alice Marie. That's simple. Alice Marie Violin. You don't have to be tech savvy to find that. It's easy. That's easy.
Because I'm not. Trust me. When you see a good music video of me, you can be rest assured I did not make it. I just showed up.
People have said to me, hey, you do that show. Can you do my show? No, I can barely do my own show, let alone yours.
Yeah. Not a tech. I wish I knew more about computers. Trust me.
That's coming, baby. For you, what you lack in computer, you dominate on a stage and with a violin.
I hope so. Thank you.
World class. So thank you very much for joining us. We'll talk again real soon, and I really appreciate it. Alice Marie, everybody, just terrific. I'm going to give her a round of applause. Thank you, and have yourself a great night, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
Bye. I tell you, just excellent. And what I love about a lot of the guests that come on, not only are their projects great, and that's how we get them. We get their talent. And like I said, her on violin is talent. But when they come on, they start talking, and they talk about themselves, because that's what we want. We want to know about themselves. We want to know about, what excites them, what motivates them, what got them started. And a lot of them just have this great sense of humor. They say funny things, and it's like, you love it. Like, they're just so multi-versatile. It's great. And Ray Coleman said, great job, Alice. Great music, great musician, he meant. And I agree. And Ray, I'm telling you, man, one of these times, some kind of yo show event, you and Alice cranking that, I would love to see it. I like Irish music for an Italian guy. That's right. My parents, God rest their soul, might be turning over in their graves, but I like me some good Irish music, and Ray and Alice are definitely two people that dominate Irish music, so just great stuff. Great local musicians that we always are fortunate enough to have here on our program. And it's always funny because we've had probably 4 violin players on through the years. We had Donna DiGregorio, I believe, from Femmes of Rock. And then we had Liz Kitts, we had Sarah Chaffee, and then tonight we had Alice. Of course, I'm always like, oh, I gotta, act a certain way, be a little more proper for violin players. Man, they're like rock stars, and they act like rock stars, man, and they're just as great as anybody else. They talk like rock stars, act like rock stars, appreciate their trade, and it's amazing. And like I said, watching the way she performs. Like you own it. That's a tough instrument. That's it, because a lot of times the view is down here, but the audience is here, and you see them kind of coming back and forth. And I'm tired just thinking about it. You know what? I agree. Angela couldn't be here, but she's still here for us and here for you. And I agree. And Angela, you know, afterwards, if you want, get on that. Just go Alice Marie Violin on YouTube, and there's some great videos to check out. I know a lot of her friends and fans were chanting on her earlier, getting excited to see her on. I've seen a lot of them tune in, so we appreciate that. She's really awesome. She's cool. Again, like I said, you see a violin player, like, oh, I wonder if that's to be a certain way. Nah, man, she's right there. She's just great. She's a great person. We thank her so much, and just one of the many people who've been part of this program. Quick sip. And a hats off. Speaking of people who've been part of the program, I wanted to do this tonight. I want to play a few songs and videos, etc., of bands and artists who have come on this program and have joined us. And I saw Ray Coleman come on, and Ray, you know I love you. I don't have a Ray Coleman video tonight, dude. Kill me. Ray's been on our show a couple times. Great new CD out, of course, and we love you, dude. We love every band that comes on here. And one of the very first bands that Jewel brought to us was a band by the name of Molly Rhythm. And they came on when we just did audio. And there was like 10 of them. And they were just all talking to each other. And we had a blast with it. And as far as I know, I believe their music is still owned by them, still independent. So I wanted to throw out a video. I wanted to do this last night during the 200th. But there was just so much going on so behind. So I'm like, you know what? Tonight, I'm going to play a couple songs. And the first one is by Molly Rhythm. This is a video for their song Right Meow. That's right, Right Meow. This is a local Philadelphia artist. We've got a couple of them tonight. We're going to play something from Mike Nappy. We're going to play some St. Ricketts, some Brandon Messon, some Moonroof if time permits. You know, so just a couple of bands that we wanted to say thank you to. Of course, you know, the ones that we adore and get out and see. Like I said, when we saw Ray Coleman for Jewel's birthday, that was just like phenomenal. And it was like a magic moment to say, hey, this guy has been on our program. We've had a chance to talk to him. Here he is live. And I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Ray, if you're still out there, but I tell you 100%, the house was packed. Packed. You could barely breathe. The Green Parrot in Newtown, slam packed for Ray Coleman. That's how good he is. And just a great guy. So I tell you, man, our musicians, our locals, really do know how to do it and how to bring it. So, I was going to get my little sass all to bed. Well, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you being here, even though you weren't here. You're still here. Definitely in my heart. One of my favorites, Angela. We thank you so much. For the fans out there that are still tuning in, and if you tune in late, that's okay. We're going to play some music. This one is, again, another local Philly band by the name of Molly Rhythm. This is their unofficial video for the song Right Meow. I'm going to play it here. Let me load it up. Let me large screen it so you don't see my stupid face. Well, you're still going to see my face until I cut it out. There's my face. And I'll cut it out and go full screen. This is Molly Rhythm, Right Meow, Yo 2.0, running off the momentum of the 200th episode of the Yo Show. Let's keep having fun, folks. Let's enjoy some music. We'll be back in a few minutes right here. Yo 2.0.
Catch me in the kitchen, cleaning dishes altruistically. Drop me off a bicycle, I give it to a kid for free. Sneaking through your yard or leaving gardens. I don't drive a car, pardon me for starters, but we're partying like Mars. Hard reading the ingredients. They be saying, look how green she is. I'm vegan and I'm showing up in Jesus fish. I know there ain't an afterlife. Flipping off the pastor's wife, that Bible spreading lies. We should burn it in a sacrifice. Here is your permission to go trotting off the deep end. Just as long as you admit it, you will outweigh the submissive. Yes, sometimes I miss it, but I'm just so glad to be here right now. Right now. Wolf whistling when I'm walking dogs, I'm not listening. World domination's on my mind, and a good nuclear physicist is also hard to find. Me rolling up on my bike.
Absolutely awesome. Molly Rhythm, local Philadelphia band, their song Right Meow. Very special appearance by Mr. Bob Ross. Bob Ross is in that video. How awesome. Bear Rains, of course, I remind you of your friends, Broken Peach. I knew you'd have a little snippet into that one. It's great. Reminds me a little bit of a early No Doubt, if you will, kind of a ska sound. And a great band. They came on our program when we had just audio, no video. And there was a lot of them, and they talked a lot. We had a lot of laughs, and it was just a great thing. And we'd love to have them come back on. Do the audio-video version. That's a band that Jewel discovered. And when we first got into this thing, man, Jewel just hammered the pavement. They get so many names of great local artists, and she's done a great job. And we both have been very fortunate to have some of the greats. You find a lot of them on social media. You find their page. You follow them. You reach out, say, hey, how about it? And there's some who will take it as flattery and say, maybe, maybe not. And there's some that are just all about it. And Alice was all about it. And like she said, we played a little bit of email tag. That's how life goes. Getting dates together, getting times together. It's not always easy, but it's worth the grind. And as you see on the program, 200 episodes plus of the O Show and the O 2.0 on Wednesday nights. It's just been so awesome. And we thank you. So much great stuff still to come in the very near future. And we have a little lineup of who is coming on the O Show. But I want to start out with this one because this was announced yesterday. And it's going to come out to us July 26th. This band was just in town. They played the Philly Winery with Kevin Martin and Brian Quinn of Candlebox. It is Whole Damn Mess. They're going to be in the program on July 26th. Very excited about this because my wife got to meet them, and they were very kind. Gave her a hat. They all autographed it. Great band, great music. Fun group. Been working with their PR people, and they're going to be on the program July 26th. Just announced Whole Damn Mess on the O Show. Very excited to talk to them about their music and their project. Very exciting. Finally, I'm ready to get back in the studio. Dude, when you get back in the studio and you got some pieces, we're ready for it. We're going to be bringing your tunes on and talking about your tunes. We're excited for it. We definitely are, man. So give us more love. Bear is a musician as well. Always has great music stories to share and music information, so we really enjoyed that. And dude, when your stuff comes out, we'll have it here on the Yo Show or Yo 2.0 or both. Or a freaking rock concert. I'm going to get you on stage at a... What's that MMR thing they had over here? Oh, MMRBQ. They did that thing where local artists got on stage. That would kick ass. I'm going to introduce... I just want to introduce some bands. Ladies and gentlemen... Presenting... Philly, rock, legend, Bear Rains. Wow, get out there, dude, and do your thing. Pretty cool. I like how I did that, huh? Am I not made for this? Yeah, maybe not. Yeah. Some stuff, some topics last night that Jewel wanted to cover that we did not. And I know for a lot of the movie guys, and we had Jamie Kennedy on the show in the past. And I mentioned him because the story came out, and he had mentioned it as well, and it's not going to be the same. Nev Campbell has bailed from the Scream franchise. So Nev Campbell said she won't be in the next Scream. And to me, it's not really Scream without Nev. I'm kind of hoping they bury the project if she's not going to be on it. But she announced that she is not coming back. And I know Jamie Kennedy talked about it and said that it's just not the same without Nev. I agree. Thank you, my brother. I love it, man. I absolutely love doing this. I can do this 24 hours a day. It's been, oh man, Street Beat back in the 80s, MMR, that's going back. But yeah, without Nev Campbell, I don't really think there should be a Scream. I think they should pack it in. I think it's time. It's had a great run, a lot of great movies. But kind of like with like Fast and Furious, like Paul Walker's been going for a long time. But they keep making more movies and using CGI. Yeah, I'm sad to hear it too. I love Nev Campbell. I've always adored her. I always thought she was just super cute. The Party of Five thing, and of course, she's grown, and Lacey Treber's grown, beautiful young ladies. But Nev is kind of like she screams. She's what holds it all together. So, and I didn't see the newest one. I saw all the others. I did not see the new one. And now that I hear this, I'm going to have to because I'm very sad to hear that Nev Campbell leaving the franchise. Very sad. As you heard last night, we mentioned it. Amber Heard. Keep going with the names, the jokes. Amber Heard, Amber Turd, blah blah blah, etc. But she has been removed from the Aquaman 2 movie, and the rumor is that her character will die while giving birth in the beginning of the film. So Amber Heard's days of Aquaman are over, and I know the stories. I know about feces in the bed, and I've heard it all, but you know what? The woman still has the right to earn a living, so this is kind of tough. Imagine being smeared in court, being smeared on TV, and everybody loves Johnny, Team Johnny all the way, and now she's gone. Her deserves to not be an Aquaman, but Scream isn't Scream without Nev. Right. Oh, absolutely. I mean, Aquaman is Momoa. We all know that. The guy voted most likely to look like Jeff Perini. You know, ladies, you know, me, Momoa. It's tough to tell the difference. I get it. It's the physique. But yeah, so Nev, I mean, Scream is Nev. That's long and short. But, like, I'm not losing sleep over Amber Heard. But, last night in the NHL, a tremendous hockey game. Tampa Bay Lightning trying to get to the third Stanley Cup final. What a tremendous performance against the New York Rangers. And that series is now, I believe, tied at 2. Let me, I fell back a little bit on it, so let me get into the wrap up of the NHL, what we got going on. The series is tied at 2, Lightning and Rangers. And the winner of that will play the Colorado Avalanche, who I predicted at the beginning of the playoffs to actually win the Stanley Cup. So I'm very excited about that. Jeffany, I agree. Jeffany should be in place of Amber Turd. She should. And let's Jeffany get a little audition out there. I mean, beautiful. Look at that. That is just one stunning individual. So you have a little bit of Heard and a little bit of Momoa. You got the beard and mustache of Momoa with the long blonde hair of Amber Heard. It's like a perfect 2-for-1 character. Oh, man. So, again, tough sledding. So, again, I want to go back to the 200th episode that was last night and just really everybody that came out and tuned in. And I thank you so much for it. It was just so great. And we were so honored by all the guests that came on and people that have shouted us out. And it's not just friends and fans. It's also previous people have been on the show, like Andrew James Blinder came out and he was congratulating us, and in the past Aaron Paul has popped on, and people do pop on and they become family to us. What we do here means a lot to us, and every time I see somebody new coming on and watching, I love it, man. I thank everybody, and always feel free to drop a comment. For some unknown reason, the Facebook comments haven't been working, but if you watch on YouTube or Twitch, hello Twitch, we're getting a little more juice on Twitch. So if you watch us on them, pop a comment on, say hello. Let's do, we're going to do another song. We're doing songs tonight while we have no guest co-host. Not that I don't love you, Angela, or Bridget. Even Jewel's like, man, like Jewel had a little emergency tonight. She's like, I would have jumped on. Jewel Taney's studying on a Wednesday night. Hasn't happened in a long time. But that's okay. That's Tuesday nights. Jewel's our girl, and we thank you. And Yo from the Yo Show. That's unusual. How did that happen? Oh, that's Twitch. Is that Jewel on the Twitch? I don't know. Very exciting. Oh, that is Jewel. So Jewel's in the house. Hello. Alice was awesome. Yes, thank you very much. So Jewel is watching on Twitch. And she gave us a, stop talking crap. No crap. I love you. You know I absolutely adore you. We're just talking how, you popped on saying you would have definitely came on tonight had you not had an emergency. Like I said, Tuesdays is us. It's me and Jewel. We are the Yo Show. Last night was so amazing. And girl, I don't know about you. I had a bear of a time going to bed and a bear of a time waking up from the momentum of it. And we played the clip earlier from Ron and Jimmy. I played, half of the clip again because I absolutely had to do it because it was just hilarious. And Jewel is a gem. And Ron said, oh, your father did right by naming you Jewel. And perhaps because she's our Jewel. She's our crown Jewel. We love her. We hope little Joey's okay. And I appreciate you for even thinking about coming on tonight. It would be awesome to see you do a 2.0 sometime. I can't get enough. She is my sister from another mister. She is, just... Isn't Twitch cool? I like Twitch. I gotta figure it out. Melissa from Sepsis, the Sepsis team, they own Twitch. They're so good at it. You said bear, bear of a time twice. I sure did. We have a bear. You're our bear. You're our pet bear, like you said last night. So if you're out there and you want to check it out on Twitch, Cassie, my wife, she's now on Twitch, and she watched it last night from the big screen on a smart TV. If your friends are on Facebook, you see it was so cool. And I love it. I love watching the big screen. I got the big screen on here now, watching myself die here. But it is great. I agree. So Joey's on the mend. She says hi and like and subscribe and smash that thumb in the face. But don't break your computer screen. Don't do it. And give me all your snacks, all your chips. I'm coming to take them. See, I do it on Wednesday nights when Joey can't be. It's cuter when she does it. It's definitely not cute when I do it. It's not funny when I do it at all. Positive energy to the boss girl, indeed. And she was loving that last. Every time she saw the boss girl and Jewel pointed it out, she was absolutely loving it. And is that good? Do I have it? Am I Joey? I will never be Joey. But I'm going to do a little bit of her promo work at best I can. So, Jewel, while you're here watching, and Earl/Bear and all the fans out there, another music piece. As I said, we're going to do some music tonight from bands who've been on our show. And this is St. Ricketts. They did a live stream back when COVID kicked in. And this is, no, before we do that, let's do another piece while we have Jewel here. One of the great bands that were on our show, and a band that we keep in constant talk with, Moonroof. A song called Vanilla, an official video we have. So let's play some Moonroof because they're great guys. They watch the show often. They reached out to us. They got a show coming up this weekend at Milk Boy. By the way, check out Moonroof. Google it, find them. They're going to be at Milk Boy this weekend. They're a terrific, great bunch of guys. They had the whole band on the show and were great. So why not play some music? Let's play Moonroof. The song is called Vanilla. Let me make sure I got it loaded up properly. I screw this up so often. All right, there it is. We got that. And then we got that. And we do full screen so you don't see the goofy advertisements. Right now on the Yo Show, it's 5 minutes and 28 seconds. How about that? We're going to play some Moonroof, one of our favorite local Philly bands. We'll be back in a few moments with more of Yo 2.0. Hi, Joe TV.
So, you sure this is the place, right?
Yep, this is the place.
And you're really sure this girl's worth it, right?
Dude, she's definitely worth it.
Okay. Let's get to it.
She's the love of my life. Hey,
Yeah, can I help you?
I'm sorry. Is this where Jamie lives?
Who?
Jamie?
No, no. What kind of movie do you think this is?
I'm
This is unacceptable.
I'm sorry.
You need to get off the steps now. Come on,
okay.
let's go. Let's go. Come on, no,
Okay,
keep going.
Sorry.
I'm gonna keep this.
Fantastic. Moonroof, one of the great local Philly artists that have been on our program. Check out moonroof.com. Check out their music. And, of course, like I said, this weekend at Milk Boy in Philadelphia. A great band, great bunch of guys that have been on our program. Talk about their music. We absolutely love them. They're a cool bunch of dudes that keep in touch with us on social media. I just heard from Dan, the drummer, again saying, dude, Milk Boy, let us know. Let's get it going on this weekend. Certainly would love to check out these guys live. Their music is excellent. That was the song Vanilla. One of the many great local artists we've had on our program. It's something we do here. It's something that Jules said from the get-go that was her desire, her dream. And we've really nailed it. I feel like we've had some excellent ones on here, both local and a little bit non-local, nationwide. As you know, we just love music and getting to play it. Bands like, of course, like Sepsis, like they're up there in Michigan, but they were terrific. And Melissa and the band have been kind to our show. They have shared us. Kaleido, Christina Chris was on. She's amazing. Margarita Monet. Lena Scissorhands. So there's great artists out there throughout the world that we find and bring to the program. Some of them are already got their popular ball rolling. We just like get on board. Some of them are independent, trying to make their niche, and some of them are just like really great local bands, and we celebrate them. That's everything we do here on the show. We got so much coming on, like I said, a lot of great things to go, and we just told you about Whole Damn Mess. Before that, in a couple weeks, we have another super sensational guest coming on, and I got to find the scroll here because I got so many things scrolled I can't even keep up. But June 21st is coming. It's coming fast, and this young lady said as soon as she's off tour, she's going to make her way to the Yo Show, and it's falling around June 21st. So she said, let's do it. Hit me up. Let's get it going on. It is the one and only Nikki Stringfield, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, she's going to be on our program. Can't wait. From the Iron Maidens. Of course, she's a solo act as well. She's going to be on the program June 21st to talk about her new music, her time with the Iron Maidens, and a lot more. Right here on the Yo Show, June 21st. I couldn't be more excited about it. I got to keep pounding that email, make sure we're on the same page, because we can't miss this one. Nikki Stringfield, June 21st. An amazing guitar player and artist right here on the Yo Show as we continue to bring the best to you. And I continue to ask. I won't ask anybody. I've been shot down by great. I've been shot down by bad. It don't matter. I've been accepted by many. And that's what helps me keep going here. Don't forget, of course, our very special guest that was here this evening, Alice Marie. And check out Elegance by Violin. You can call them to schedule an event or a wedding, 484-477-6996. Check out the website at www.elegancebyviolin.com. Facebook at Elegance by Violin. Of course, Alice Marie on Facebook. Instagram. Make sure you find her. Make sure you make her famous because she is definitely worth it. One cool girl here on our program tonight. I really enjoyed Yo 2.0. Not quite done yet because I did promise a little live performance from our own band here, St. Ricketts. And they did a Facebook Live. Now, keep in mind, the audio here might be a little shaky because this is shared from Facebook Live to YouTube now to here. But it's just so great. I love watching these guys actually perform because they're definitely one of my favorite bands. And they did a little live stream. And this live stream is actually of our theme song, Where Fire Cannot Burn. There's the guys, they're just like absolutely dying to sing it. This is a St. Ricketts live stream. God, it's been over 2 years. It was March of 2020. Goes to show you how long it's been since the lockdown. But I'm going to play this for you real quick. If the guys see it, they can kill me later. But for tonight, I'm getting it on here. St. Ricketts with Fire Cannot Burn from their live stream right here on the Yo Show. We'll be back in a few moments. Absolutely awesome. That was their live stream. It was from March of 2020 as we were trapped with the COVID lockdown. St. Ricketts with Fire Cannot Burn. You hear that song every Tuesday night right here on the Yo Show with myself and the beautiful and lovely Miss Jewel Tatey as we bring you the best of actors, authors, musicians, anybody that has some talent. You're welcome here right here on this program. And, of course, Jewel tuning in on Twitch. We love everybody on Twitch. So if you're out there and you have Twitch, find us, follow us, become part of the Twitch family. We love Twitch. It's great. Celebrating some past music. We're going to do, let's do a couple more while we're on fire. While we keep doing music, let's celebrate more of past music guests. Because this is one of our favorite. A guy who used to be local who's made the big time. He's now made his way all the way out to California. He told me, I'm like, dude, come by sometime. Let's do something. He's like, bro, I'm in California now. And that is none other than Brandon Messin. This isn't a video, but it is his song, House Hypocrite. Because this is probably my favorite Brandon song, which is a great song overall. And I just absolutely have to play it. And we celebrate Brandon. Like I said, it's not a video, just a song. And I'm going to play it right here. And I know Jewel is a big fan of Brandon. I love Brandon. Our viewers have grown to love him, so let's check it out. House Hypocrite by Brandon Messin as we celebrate past music over the 200 episodes of The Yo Show.
Inside a house hypocrite, acting like it's never ending. We are just a bunch of lovers, finding all the missing others in between crooked lines, running through the talking pines. We were just meant to be, living on a living spree. Yeah. We don't even need to know. We don't need to know. Times are running slow. Times are running slow. When you fall in love, you can't get enough. And don't forget to swim in the deep end. And don't forget to breathe, love again. Times are just golden now, sleeping on a floating cloud, looking down the journey we made, looking at the cascade. Things are looking up. Oh, so don't you give up. Oh, yeah.
from a man who has performed live in studio. One of two who performed actually in the studio with us live and has made his way all the way out to California. Brandon messing around. That was House Hypocrite. One of my absolute favorite Brandon songs. One of my just favorite songs. I love that song. Brandon with a great groovy sound. Make sure you check him out as well. He's got music on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. Check out some Brandon Messin videos. Great songs right there. Jewel, of course, chiming in saying great song choices tonight. These are a lot of them are the song choices from the bands that you brought. Molly Rhythm was you. Moonroof was you. Brandon Messin was you. And you brought so many great ones. And we appreciate it. We're going to do one more song. One more song for Night Is Out. And it's a guy we absolutely love. He was on our show just a few weeks back, Mr. Mike Nappy. And there's no video, there's no sign of him in this, but it's just something so cool because this is just a great song and it gets the crowd so riled up in it as well because the way he sings and his voice and the speed is just absolutely incredible. So what I did was I took this little piece and it's Brandon, Mike Nappy live at the Grape Room. And this is, of course, his version of the song. Well, it's his song. Not a version of it. It's his song. It's called Broke, and I love it. And we're going to play that, and we're going to be done with the music segment tonight. We're going to do a little bit of talking, what we got coming up, and talk about Tuesday night on the Yo Show with me and Jewel. We got a great guest coming on Tuesday. We'll talk about that in a minute. Right now, let's give Mike Nappy his moment in the sun right here on the Yo Show. This is Broke, performed live at the Grape Room. And I'm telling you, if you've never heard it before, listen carefully to how this man sings. A truly super talented individual. And if you've heard it before, you're going to hear it again because it's just that great. I'm very excited for it. Oh, I know. My wife just said half of the Facebook is at the Coldplay show tonight. I know. It's okay. Oh. What a way to close it out. Great job tonight. Thank you very much. You know, I owe a lot of it to you. I mean, you've inspired me and hopefully vice versa. We've just grown into this team who's done such a terrific job. And I know in the beginning, like there's the uncertainties of how the show was going to go and who was going to do it with me. And Jewel admitted she gets nervous and I admitted I got nervous and we did it just audio. And then people came to video and people got to appreciate more of us and the beauty of Jewel and the silliness of me and our antics and all that. It got to be like a real show. Like last night, my wife was like, yeah, it feels like I'm watching a TV show. It kind of is, man. One of the best TV shows around. Let's get one more song in. Let's do Broke by our dear friend, Mr. Mike Nappy, right here on the Yo 2.0. It's about 4 minutes long, then I'll come back. We'll do a send-off, talk about what's coming up on the program. Right now, Mike Nappy. Broke.
I'm broke. Can anyone relate? Maybe you bought weed with money you should have paid the electric with. Did you ever worry if your lights are going to get turned off? Because I have. Did you ever get your lights turned off? Because I have. And that's what this is about. But broke is only a state of mind. And it goes like this. I said I'm broke, but there is no reason why I can't be rich. I'm wealthier every time when I'm counting when I give. I'm broke, but there is no reason why I can't be rich. How much already money get the definition of it? Rich is loving how I live. I don't ever think there was a day when I was dreaming of what I could be. I didn't wonder where I could be. If I had a little money, could I take it or appreciate it? Did somebody ever give me something for free? I can't go far. Can't afford the parts in my car that need to jump to start this park. Every time I walk into the art, it's hard to feel so pathetic. So pathetic. I hope to get it down once I'm getting to a verse of legend. It's up to me to go on and perfect it. Keep chasing my dreams until I forget it. Up to my knees and they feels like gritty. I'm too embarrassed to whip in my bed. And is this what I'll leave behind when I ain't dead? Well, I've been remembered for all of these stresses. I don't complain. I'm addicted to fixing it all in my brain. I go insane with all of the pain. Dissolve into all I have gained. All I have missed is material shit. It may be funny to grip, filming the skip, but for me this is it. My last brand new pair of kicks. 2006, money I got none. Fumble I got tons. One time not strung like a dummy with not tongue. Tied up doing not fun work that does not fund me. For jerks that would not come to my shoulders, I'm not one. I better quit it all to recognize the work I gotta put in if I wanna be an icon. I don't need riches, bro. But there is no reason why I can't be rich. I'm wealthier every time when I'm counting when I give. I'm broke, but there is no reason why I can't be rich. I'm rich already, money, get the definition of it. Rich is loving how I live. I never seen a Bugatti. I can't spell Ducati. I never bought a round of drinks for everybody. Damn, I never been on a yacht. A canoe's all I can afford. I googled who is Tom when I heard about Tom Ford. 'Cause I'm poor, time on the floor. I pick it up and say to myself, 9 more to $1. There's only so many ways. Actually, it's 293 because I bought so many things with change. Like I said, weed, bills, gasoline, and well, milk, bread, cheese. If you know the chain, I was counting pennies right on the counter with a line of people behind me. It takes an hour. Every month's the same stuff. Choosing who I can pay up. I've been working every day for years and still I ain't made much. Save, don't make enough. Late, don't give a fuck. Say, I'm living rough, but I ain't manifesting everything I ever wished for. Broke, but there is no reason why I can't be rich. Wealthier every time when I'm counting when I give. I'm broke, but there is no reason why I can't be rich. I'm rich already, money, get the definition of it. Rich is loving how I live. Broke, it's only a state of mind, but it ain't no state in mind. Broke, it's only a state of mind. You get it? But it ain't no state in mind. Broke, it's only a state of mind. But it ain't no state in mind. Broke, it's only a state of mind. I'm broke, but there is no reason why I can't be rich. I'm wealthier every time when I'm counting when I give. I'm broke, but there is no reason why I can't be rich. I'm rich already, money ain't the definition of it. Rich is loving how I live. Thank you, Great Bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, 2 more. Man, I'm torn.
Absolutely incredible. Our former guest, celebrating music tonight of our former guest, Molly Rhythm in there, St. Ricketts, Brandon Messon, and of course the amazing Mike Nappy with Broke Live from the Grape Room. Some of the great artists, local artists that have come on our program and have graced us with interviews and music and chat, and we love you all for it. Jewel Tate's been a big part of that, bringing some great bands to you. And we got more coming. There's a lot more bands coming out, and we reach out to more bands. Jewel's brought on some huge ones like the Dead South, just an awesome band. Hal Sparks, who's both musician / comedian. We managed to land him on our program. Teeter, the Leader Ford thing didn't quite work out, but that's okay. We never give up, and we keep bringing you the best of what we can get our hands on with talent and artists. We've been very lucky. I say it before, I'll say it again. 200-0, undefeated with great guests. Last night highlighted by the amazing Jimmy Starr and Ron Russell on the program. Lots of stuff coming up. Let's take a look at what's coming up. We announced Nikki Springfield, but let's take a look at everything we have coming up for you in the next few weeks right here on the Yo Show. Why not? Jesus, there's so many names and stuff here on the scroll that it just takes forever to find things. That's right, we're going to get there. Coming up, as we said on the Yo Show, and we do it June 7th, of course, last night was our 200th episode. June 14th, which is Tuesday night coming up, a terrific comedian, Christy Miller, is going to be on the program. We're going to talk to her. Can't wait. She's hilarious. Should be very cool. We don't get a lot of comedians on there, so that's something we're definitely very excited for. June 21st, of course, it is Nikki Stringfield from the Iron Maidens and, of course, her solo projects. June 28th, the great team at Impact brings us another one of their fine artists, Jasmine Jordan will be on the program, great singer. July 5th, after America celebrates their birthday, we come back here on the Yo Show Tuesday, July 5th, with another great singer, Emily Blackbird, will be on the program. And then July 12th, Chris Northern, another great impact artist, will be on the program as well. So a lot of great stuff to get ready for here on the Yo Show. Yo 2.0 comes back next Wednesday. C.J. Vecchio will be our very special guest. He's got a new film coming out, a fan film about the Big Three. Sorry, the Big Three in horror. Jason, Freddy, Michael Myers. He's making that movie. We're going to come on. He's going to talk about that. See if we got a guest co-host for next week, too. If not, it'll just be me. And I did okay tonight with some backup from Angela from home, and then Jewel jumping in from home. Bear Rain's coming out to join us, and some great audience members. Playing some past music from the great bands that have been on our program. I can't thank the bands enough. I can't thank former guests enough. I can't even talk anymore. I'm running out of energy. 2 big nights in a row of it. And again, a moment to reflect, and a gigantic thank you to Jewel Tatey, my co-host of the Moses, my sister from another mister, and the few programs she missed. We celebrated the ladies last night who have jumped in. But for that, it's pretty much been me and Jewel at least once a week for the past 200, for the past couple of years. We started out at blogtalkradio.com with a project that we just hoped would make it. We liked it. We grew to love it. More people started tuning in. More guests were becoming available, and here we go. We're here, and people congratulate us, and we thank you. We do it for you. We do it for us because we love it. We do it for you when you tune in and enjoy. And if you're on YouTube and you're like, what is this? You know what it is? It's a great program. It's a lot of fun. And like my wife says, it's like watching a TV show, man. Thank you. For Amazing 201 shows. This one doesn't count. 2.0s are not Yo Show in the Yo Show count. They're a separate entity. The Yo Show is a 200 count, etc. That's you and me until the day one of us walks away. And I tell you, it ain't going to be me, and I sure as hell hope it ain't going to be you. So we're here until our very last breath, bringing you all we can. I know Ron Russell hates my Funko Pops. That's okay. I'm keeping them up there anyway. And Drew, you're terrific. I appreciate you coming on tonight and joining in on Twitch with the Yo Show page and watching it. And I hope everything is well with Joey. And I can't wait to see you again on Tuesday night. I miss you. Like, once 10:01 comes on Tuesdays, I miss you. That's why I never shut up and don't want to show them, because I miss you. And I miss you tonight. But it's great to have you be here tonight. I miss my wife, too. She's out in Wisconsin with her cousin. Cousin Kristen and her husband Jesse. Hi guys, I miss you. Would love to see you guys soon. My wife's going to be out there just living it up and kayaking, paddleboarding, and swimming and all that stuff. Hope she has a great time. She deserves it. As you know, through the 200 episodes, one thing we did not talk about was my wife's very courageous journey. I won't get too much into it. You know about it if you watch the show often. She's a warrior. We're proud of her. We love her. She's terrific. She's been great support for me. There's times when she said, the show looks like it's running you down. I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to keep going. She said, you do it. You keep going. Last night I got home. She had food ready to eat. And I choked down my food and got on here and made it happen. You need great support in life, one way or the other. Whether it's friends, family, wife, husband, whatever it is, great support helps. And great friends are out there definitely watching the program, supporting us as well. 9:47, I know it's a little early. Usually we get about 10 o'clock sign off. Usually do about 2 hours. We're going to sign off for tonight because, quite frankly, after 200 and after this show tonight, I'm beat, man. I need a little bit of a nap. Don't forget, though, if you watch the show, again, live or recorded, coming very soon, we're going to be doing a really neat thing. The Funko Pops here, we've got more coming. And yours truly is going to be hosting his own little... I got to find... Where the heck is that at? Did I take that down? Hold on a second. Yeah, I did. Anyway, coming soon to Whatnot, the Whatnot app. You're going to be seeing... it's actually... there it is. Coming soon to the Whatnot app. Funko Auctions. Find me. I'm at Count Popular. On Whatnot. That's going to be coming soon. We're going to be doing Whatnot auctions, giveaways. I will be on there as an auctioneer host of Whatnot. If you've never seen Whatnot before, it's a very cool live interactive auction. We have great Funko Pops, some maybe from my wall, some autograph stuff, some great collections, some old pieces, and we're going to be doing that on Whatnot. So if you get the app, find Count Popular, follow me, check me out. We're going to be doing that real soon. We're very excited for that. And one thing I definitely forgot, Jewel, if you're still out there through all the time, a huge accomplishment over the 200 years. The Yo Show did get a vote as a top 50 best webcast podcast show of any type by the New York and Los Angeles Weekly Times. That's something I forgot that happened for us a couple years ago. So voted the top 50. I think we finished 33rd, if I'm not mistaken, in the top 50 by the New York and Los Angeles Weekly Times. As you know, we got ourselves an award from Bucks County, being the #1 program in Bucks County. Philadelphia, we're here for you. Philadelphia artists, Jersey artists, Delaware, anywhere in that area, come on out. Let's party. Let's have a great time here on the show. You get to meet myself, get to meet Jewel. We'll come out and support you whenever we can because we love you. And that's what we do here on the Yo family. Yo Show, Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. Yo 2.0, Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock. And coming soon, Yo 3. No, I'm kidding. No. 2's plenty. I love it, but I'm beat. All right, so it's time to get the heck out of here. A humongous thanks to Alice Marie, our very special guest tonight. And I'm going to throw that scroll one more time down the bottom so you know where to find her. There it is. Elegance by Violin, 484-477-6996, www.elegancebyviolin.com, Facebook at Elegance by Violin. You have an event, a social gathering, a wedding, anything, a happy hour. Get some great violin music to set the mood. Check out Alice Marie, Facebook, Instagram, and of course watch her videos. Type in Alice Marie Violin on YouTube and watch her in action. She is a superstar in the making and a violinist extraordinaire. I want to thank her for coming on tonight. I want to thank Jewel and Angela for popping on and keeping me company here through the scroll and through some great comments. Everybody who is watching, we will see you as we are on the other side of 201 Tuesday night on the Yo Show. St. Ricketts plays The Catalyst on Wednesday nights. It's definitely one of my 2 favorite St. Ricketts songs. Haha, I say that hilariously because I love all their stuff. All their stuff is tied for the top 1. Thank everybody for tuning in. We will see you. Did I load that properly? I didn't share it yet. That would have sucked. I'll see you Tuesday night and, of course, next Wednesday. Thank you, everybody. Have yourselves a great evening. Now, it's just me home by myself. But that's okay. I'm well prepared. There we go. Weird. All right. There it is. The Catalyst. St. Ricketts. Have a great night, everybody.